These next are keyrings, magnets, souvenirs. Panda piece free for tender. Every keyring, every magnet, every arm of panda.
Today's Sunday, Petticoat Lane, the heart of London capital, one of the biggest markets, oldest markets in Europe, and many years ago we didn't have such a thing as supermarkets. The peak times was in the 80s, but you know, as I said, shopping habits have changed, people have moved on now, and we've taken a right bashing in this industry.
There's nothing there to attract the retail people like yourselves or anyone like that. But then you had a variety of shops. Then you had lots of different restaurants, you had handbag shops, you had everything.
That generation was coming to an end. It was the very Jewish area with lots of shops and market stalls, things like that, and they were coming to an end, and it was more the city workers and contractors, things like that we gained. So yes, it did change, but.
I actually started in 1974, which is some 36 years ago, which is a lifetime. It was a family trait business. The industry was footwear. It originates back to my grandfather, who fled Eastern Europe in 1939, just before the war, and he came over here with very little money and set up store in this very market. And you know, my father and my mother, my late mother and father, took it over, and I inherited it from them, third generation.
Well, I suppose I just followed in my father's footsteps. At the time it was a very good living. It just seemed a natural thing then to carry on the family business. I wanted to take over from my father, but at the time I didn't realise, you know, I'd have children and whether they would take over. I hadn't intended to pass it on, if you know, but as the family came along, Matthew came along, he seemed interested in it, so of course, you know, I was only too pleased that he came in on it.
Well, I'd like to, but unfortunately times have changed now, and my children have got other ideas. My daughter's in the property business and my son's in the ducking and diving business.
I have two sons and a daughter. In all honesty, I'd rather they did something else. Purely because I think it's becoming harder and harder. This industry is becoming harder to make money, basically. So no, I wouldn't mind if they did, but I'd rather they studied for something else, and if that wasn't what they wanted, then I'd be more than happy for them to come into it.
Markets will never die, let's get that straight. What I will tell you is that markets have gone back to how they were originally set up, which is the poor servicing the poor. That's how they started.
Who knows? I'd like to see it here, but I couldn't say to you, yes, it will be here in 10 years, because, you know, it's something you can't answer.
You know what, there's still life in the old boy yet. I'll go on another 10, I reckon.